Shalom, shalom, Yasha Allah. Talk to Hebrew Israelites, Tulsa Oklahoma. Once again, prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great. No first things first, head to the east. Giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. In the Paleo Hebrew tongues, correct names of the Heavenly Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and GMS. Shalom, sisters and brothers living this truth. And the brothers and sisters listening and studying to show themselves approved. Shalom. Today we're coming to talk about, what's really going on right now. And what's going on, what we're in the midst of, is Esau Edom is setting up the beast system. That's this new government, the new laws that we're about to go into. I know Esau wants to go back to where it used to be. Esau feels like Israel has too much, freedom. We have too much, liberty, too many rights. And Esau will turn back that clock. And turn back that clock, the beast system is about hard bonded slavery. It's about a system where you don't have no rights. You just do whatever you do to be the beast system. Which is another one thing they're gonna do going into this beast system, they want everything surveillance. Because Esau, the elite of Esau, they want to be like the Most High. They want to be like Yahweh Shah. The first thing they do is why they got this 5G set up, all these cameras. They want total surveillance. And then the number one thing they're going to do with this beast system they set up is they're going to change the monetary, the currency. It's going to go to a digital currency, like crypto. Because when you go to Revelation 13:16, it says that no man shall buy or sell unless he has the mark, the name, or the number of the beast, which we now know what that is. That is an RFID microchip that's going to be in your body, either in your hand or in your head, that's going to prevent, or allow you to continue in this system, buy or sell. Because if you don't have it, you're not going to be, you don't fit in the system anymore. So, you got to do research.
This is Revelation. It's Revelation chapter 13 and 1. It says, and I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns upon his. It says 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horn 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy.
Woo, you hear that? Hey, it said 7 heads.
Yeah. Upon his head, it said having 7 heads, and then his 10 horns, and upon his horn 10 crowns.
7 heads go into nations. Those are kingdoms right there. Chiefly NATO. NATO gave birth to Babylon the Great, gave birth to America. Esau came from Europe. It came from overseas. So you got what you say, 10 mountains and 10 crowns. That's going into rulership. Those is going into the Edomites that's running this place right now. Your elites, your bankers. That's running this, and they're behind the beast system. They run it. It's their system. And the prize of that system is Babylon the Great, which is that great whore, because she rides on top of the system. You got what's that? Bank of London. Europe. Really, Europe, Germany. That's where your smart Edomites are at. All these Edomites over here in Babylon the Great, America, these young Edomites. These are the ones that they love their bloodlust, the real wicked of them. So the whore sits on top of the beast system, which European, your Esau Edom, they're running everything in this world right now. Those are your current rulers. That's who's enacting this beast system. And they want to, they got to change it up because they know Yahweh Shah breathing down their neck. Because the Roman Catholic Church and the Vatican, they have the real Bible. They have the original scrolls in the Vatican Library. So they know what's coming down the pipeline. That's why you got the space wars. You got Jeff Bezos, what's the name? Bronson, whatever the dude, Virgin Mobile. They all going to space. Elon Musk, you got SpaceX. They know what time it is.
Bill Gates.
But I'm talking about his space station called SpaceX.
Okay, yeah.
And then Jeff Bezos, I think it's called Blue Origin, something like that. And we know why they're trying to, go into space, because they have but a short time. They know Yahweh coming back to lay that, put in that work. So that right there, that is a metaphor with Octa's rope of the rulership of what we're going through, what we be living under. Then it said, what it said, they all give their power to the dragon, to the beast.
Yeah, that's actually verse 4. This is Revelation 13:4, and he said, and they that worship the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, and they that worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, and who is able to make war with him?
Woo, you hear that? Who is able to make war with him? But we can answer that question now. The question to that answer is Yahweh. Yahweh about to destroy the beast system. Yahweh is about to destroy Esau Edom's complete rulership. And that's what we're in the midst right now. We're in the midst of a power transfer. Esau Edom about to be destroyed, and Yahweh Israel is about to be restored. And like anybody that's in the power seat and rulership, and they're gonna try to stop their power from going out. So that's why all these unrighteous decrees is going out. That's why we have the Crown 19 event going. This is all, a feeble attempt in order to hang on to what they got.
Yeah, like I said, it verse 3 said in the name of their head is blasphemy. And they blasphemy goes into those unrighteous decrees. Those unrighteous decrees would lead to the LGBTQ, all of those decrees that goes against the Most High. That's the name of blasphemy. And that's who we call it, this whole beast system.
Yeah, because Esau, man, like I said, the cunning hunter. Esau right now laying snares and traps. Which to me the whole Crown 19 agenda is a trap. That's to get you to participate in the finesse event. Because if I can put something experimental in your body, after that, the next move, that's why it's mandate. The number one thing you hear right now is mandate. Everybody got to what they say, January 4th, to comply, or you don't lose your job. So that's Esau for the squeeze. Because it say in Revelation 13:16, he forced all, both small and great, to get that mark. So if I can put this in your body, because you like a serpent, they slither, they do it in increments. So if I can put this in your body, my next move is to put, a device in your body. So I'm really trying to gauge your intelligence. I'm trying to gauge your integrity. I'm trying to see what can I get away with. What would you allow me to do? And they got their system behind them. They know everybody wants to participate in their system. They thinking, everybody loves Babylon the Great, and they think you can't do without. That's why we got to call Allah Yahweh Shah. We got this truth. So we know what's going on. We know the devil moves, and we're going to resist. So now we can apply that resistance, man. We can armor up. The whole armor of Yahweh Shah. That we don't, fall. We got to endure to the end. You got to be diligent. Make sure your call election is sure. Right now, Esau putting a squeeze. Esau shaking people, man. Esau, really what I see Esau do, he dangling that bait in your face. He's putting the world in your face. Yeah, they carry it. If you do this, you go back to doing this. So now he's trying to see, who can I break? Like what it say in the scriptures, what I want to say that Job, like I said, the Satan is like a foreign lion, saying who he can devour. Yeah, and really this Yahweh Shah said that I should try men in fire. So most of the time trying to see who gold and who not. Because if you ain't that gold, we always put in that fire and you're gonna get burned up. And that means you wasn't acceptable. Right now, Yahweh Shah take the trees. Who's gonna fall at this truth? And who's rooted and grounded in this truth? You gotta be 10 toes down. You really need to be locked in on the spirit. Crocodile can be blown. Right now, we in the hour of temptation. Because you face a decision. You got what the NBA, NFL, everyday people, everybody got their job on the line right now. Basically, that mandate. And the mandate, what's gonna come right behind it is the true mark of the beast, which is RFID microchip. Which once you got that in your body, you tagged. You pretty much, you sealed your deal. Like I said, right now, Everybody that's in this truth in the house of David, you know, that's mercy right there. Because we could be in the world like the rest of these two-third jacks is about to be destroyed. Right now, if you're in the world, you're gonna die with the world, which right? Yeah.
Mark, so anybody that received that mark, and this is gonna happen to you. This is Revelation 14 and 9. And it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without measure into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
Woo! Hey, right there, they said, hey, you should be tortured with fire and brimstone. That's going to that hot thermonuclear fire that your house is going to bring when World War III pop off. You know, and everybody that takes that mark, you know, you're going to get that righteous anger of the Lord. You know, you're an enemy of him.
I like how it said in the presence of the Lamb, because Yahweh Shah said, if any man wished that I would not reign on him, he said, bring him here, and then slay them before me. And that's in the presence of the Lamb right there. Yeah. So Yahweh Shah is going to watch you get the sword as well, too. Yahweh Shah.
Yeah, that's Luke 19:27. You know, because like if you take that mark, you know, that's pretty much you bowing down and giving reference to the devil. You know, to Esau Edom. That's giving it into his system. You know, that's showing that really you're not of Yahweh Shah. Therefore, he can't, you know, he can't establish the kingdom on you because you're unclean. You feel the wickedness.
The fact that, and then I like what you said earlier when you said that temptation, where Yahweh Shah went to that same temptation when the devil put him on top of the mountain, and he said, if you worship me, all of this kingdom will be yours. And every individual is going to go through that same temptation. So the minute you fall down and you worship the devil, then that's what's going to happen to you.
And that's why I say Yahweh Shah is the author and finisher of our faith. You got to look towards how Yahweh Shah handles stuff and try to handle this to the best of your ability. If you resist that devil, we got to resist that devil. You know, we have to be like Yahweh Shah. That's why the book is written for us, for our learning.
Give me a word. And come on. Give me a word.
Go ahead and listen. You're going to get that word. Check it out. This is Isaiah 28:15. Because you have said we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. We have made lies our refuge, and of the falsehood have we hid ourselves. That shows right there. You take that chip, or you know, you comply with what Esau putting out. You made a covenant with that. Because Esau represents death. Everything they promote is death. From the lifestyle they put out there, the food, the air, the water, everything, man. Everything that Esau done put out is death, man. Then it says, you have made lies your refuge. Everything he done kicked out is a lie. Everything, his whole philosophy, his society, his history, everything Esau done presented been a lie. And it's a covenant with death, man. So Yahweh Shah saying, who's going to be holy? Who's going to keep the commandments? Because he said, well, keep the patience of my word. I should keep you from the hour of temptation. You know, he said that right there. So you got to have the spirit in you, man. If you got the spirit of the world in you, man, you're going to fall straight up. And that's that you really made a covenant with that. You really listen to what Esau Edom got to say. You know, you must forsake this world. You know, this society. That's why he said, come about her, my people. You know, that way you not be partakers of our sins.
This is Micah chapter 6 and verse 12. It said, for the rich man thereof are full of violence, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth.
Woo! They come people in their mouth. All this devil do is lie. Lie all day, every day, through his media, you know, his celebrities, his little sellout. I just did a lesson, man. 8 people got their death at a concert. And the concert had nothing but demonic, Satan, all kind of symbolism. That's what I'm like, man, y'all need to disengage from that, man. Like, forget these celebrities, man. All them celebrities are sellouts, man. They do the bid to Esau. And what interests me there at the concert chanting death, death, death. And then something happened, they get to acting a fool, and people got trampled, man. And that's what I'm saying, like, this is not the time to be in the party of mirth and the party to be partying and bullshit, or I'm gonna get my last little bit of juice out of Babylon, enjoy the last bit of Babylon the Great. No, man, you be seeking righteousness, doing your best to be holy, and locking in on this truth. Because anything else, man, if you doing all that other stuff, you're gonna fall down. It's really you wavering. If you said don't waver, you know, don't be getting blown in the wind. Talk to and fro. Hey, you can't be bending and buckling, man. This is the time you need to be putting on that armor. Be ready. Wow. I got a precept on that. Yup. This is second address, 16 and 40. All my people, hear my word, make you ready to battle. And in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So that's right there, y'all. So I'm saying, get ready. You know what I'm saying? Get ready for battle. Because right now, this is a spiritual battle. And in a minute, it's going to turn into a physical battle. World War III kick off. When sedition of man kick off. With these unrighteous decrees, it's going to be some pushback. The pushback going to come chiefly from Esau. Esau the 2/3. Esau going to push back first. Esau, like, you know, Esau feel like he got rights. Esau used to having that liberty, that freedom. So if you smother Esau, he gonna use his blessing, which is the sword, which is the comfort. And he gonna get the busting. You know, which that's gonna open up, what's that, I want to say 2 Ezra chapter 15. You know about Aqua said, they should not reward their princes nor kings. That's gonna happen, man. They're not gonna hear what the politicians got to say. They gonna care what the laws got to say. They're gonna band together. What's they got, the Proud Boys, Oath Keepers, all these little militia groups. And they're gonna band together and they're gonna push back.
I forgot what the ones here in Oklahoma. They everywhere. They worldwide.
Yeah, we got they call it Red Storm here in Oklahoma. Red Storm, okay. Yeah. And that's symbolic too. That's talking about that red devil, red dragon. And like in this precept that's pulled out, it said be even as pilgrims upon earth. You know what that means right there? We got to forsake these jobs, Joshua Rollins. Like we probably buy ourselves time with a medical exempt, but in a minute they're gonna throw all that out. Because like scripture say, he gonna force it. So in a minute he gonna be like, look here, either you participate or you live off you live your own device. You know?
Esau even trying to set up a brand new system. Okay, because he realized this system right here that we're dealing with right now, he can't control every individual. He wants to control every individual person that's working with inside the system. So that's why he's trying to set up a whole new system. In order for him to set up a whole new system, he has to bring forth the mandate and it leads to that RFID money. Okay, and he got to force everybody to do that. So when I brought out, we have to be, even as pilgrims on the earth, those are the people that's not going to go along with this mandate. So that means we got to get ready to get our tents ready. We got to be prepared to lose our lifestyle. We got to be prepared for all of this.
Got to get ready to live off the land, right? Like the ancient days, man. Maccabees, that's where they pitched their tent. And we got to think too. If our ancestors, our elders made it like that, we can make it too. So really, that should get your strength up, man. Don't have your strength being small. Like, oh man, I'm gonna make when the power go out. Oh, when the water go off, I'm gonna do it, man. Hey, you got to go back old school, man. Dig a hole.
Yeah, learn how to dig a hole. Man. Learn how to do a campfire. All of that, man.
Yeah. And really, waiting on the Lord, man. The Lord will provide. He might lead you somewhere where it's a bunker and they got food. Something might happen. Something get left, or you get transported there, and they take care of you. Man, you just never know, man. You gotta, I'm just gotta get the Lord. Just to live by faith. So we're gonna be like, what's that movie? Book of Eli. We're gonna be walking around. You got to live by your faith. You don't know where your next meal gonna come from. You gotta know the Lord will provide. Oh, just like Moses led our ancestors out of Egypt. Right. They would walk around for 40 years before they got to the chosen land. People was complaining. I want to go back to Egypt. It was better then. Murmuring and complaining.
In that situation, they couldn't go back to Egypt because the Lord Yahweh is destroying Egypt. And that's going to be the same thing that's going to happen there in the sun. Once we ready to leave, ain't no turning back. You might as well hold on to faith when it comes up. That's what Hebrews 11:1. You don't have faith. You don't keep that word.
Yeah, faith got to be on point right Now, it's got to be, you know, flourishing, man. I'm gonna bring another precept. A lot of people, man, they ain't built like that. That's why this thing has to catch up and built up. And when shit get bad, they're going to go back to Esau and beg for help. Esau gonna set up detention camps, FEMA camps. He gonna be like, you know, come here and we will feed you and clothe you. A lot of things gonna go for that, man. As soon as you get in, they're gonna shut the door. Esau gonna experiment on your butt. Because he always do that. They been doing that.
This man, that is big ass experiment now.
Yeah, God. So that's what's gonna happen, man. So that's why it's good to know who your enemies are. It's good to know who you are, who your enemy is, and we got this word. So when this thing happens, we know how to move. We know how to carry ourselves. So this is Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because there are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. So that's talking about 2/3. 2/3 don't seek the Lord. 2/3 don't look to the Lord. 2/3 look to Esau. Esau got a powerful military. Esau got, you know, a whole economic system that's built up powerful where it was. They crushing that sucker now. Esau, they look at Esau. Esau got the power. He's in power. So that precept said, woe to them to go down to Egypt for help, because Babylon the Great carries on a lot of similarities of Egypt. It's tailored like Egypt, you know, because Egypt was tailored like Babylon. That's why it's called Babylon the Great. They carried all that wicked practice with them all the way to this day and age. And if you want to dispute that, pull out a $1 bill and look on the back of it on that left side with that all seeing out. What's that? Why is there a pyramid on the back of your $1 bill? That's because Freemasonry carries the witchcraft of Egypt. They carry that, all that Egyptian stuff, all that Book of the Dead, all them false gods and all that. Man, Esau carried that. He calls it Freemasonry, which is basically witchcraft, which is what they was doing back then. That's why Moses had to bring the power of Yahweh to Pharaoh and his what he had, warlocks, his little charmers. And it showed, man, the Most High, it showed them like, I'm the true source of power. You know, get your little witchcraft. You know, everything you had, what they turned their staffs into snakes. Moses' staff ate their staff. But everything his little witchcraft people came up with, Moses trumped it with the power of the Lord. Showed them like ain't no power in Egypt. But our people, hey, they shit, man. Esau powerful, man. Forget what you talking about. Esau, like I've heard from my family. Man, this Esau houses, Esau phone, Esau food. You use an Esau phone. You know, they look to Esau. Esau is their master, man. That's why to me a 2/3 ain't nothing but a coon. You know, that's why they really, a 2/3 not worthy of this truth. It's not good to tell a 2/3 the truth. What they're gonna go do, tell their master on you. And in a minute, they're gonna paint us as terrible. They're gonna be like, man, that's him with that Hebrew Israelite stuff. I was a good nigga. You know, I don't rock the boat. You know, this master give me my portion, I'm good. You know, I tell you where he at. You know, I don't like what he was saying anyway. That offended me. I love everybody. He over there filled with that hate. You know what I'm saying? They're going to roll their sleeves up, get their thing, and get their chip. And they're going to be good. They're going to give us up. Because coons always give up the real ones. You know, that's Nat Turner. You know, I think about the slavery days, they always give up the real ones, man. Because we resist. You know, we don't comply. We have fight in us. That's why the men of the Lord are the real men. And these little Pookie Ray Ray, all these little gangster dudes, pimps, all these niggas are not real men. And you're going to see that as we move forward. When Esau come with that sword, the military kick in, they're going to fold. They're going to get the crime. And that's going to give us up because they're going to seek to save their life and they're going to lose their life. Because they're going to take their chip. You know? And they're going to be like women and pregnancy. They're going to be scared. You know, they're going to be hollering like little girls. You're going to think it's a woman hollering. You're going to look up at this big 6'5", 250-pound man hollering like a woman. You know? And look to give you up. Don't tell on you.
This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 9. And it said, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Woo! That back up what I just said right there. That's why they hate us. You got the spirit of Yahweh Shah in us. You got the Rakakadash in us. You You see it the way we run through these scriptures to break down this word, man. That's the Spirit of the Lord on us, man. That's a ghost of Yahweh y'all talking. And see, they in great fear because Esau and Elise look like this was not supposed to happen. They thought they utterly crushed and destroyed Israel. That's what their Psalms 8:3 say, take out the name and the remnant, that it never be thought of again. It's coming back. We right here back again. Talking about Yahweh Shah. Get back to laws and commandments. The language is coming back. Everything we lost is coming back. They got the devil to great first. What do you say? I should set your order before their eyes. Oh man, that's happening right now. That's Ruth 2 and 30. They should remember they said the land of captivity. So what that proves is, we see it in Esau see it. That proves that Yahweh Shah is real. You can't say, I ain't no God or nothing like that. Like, our faith is so strong, it can make it like 2/3 be scared to believe. Because you can't deny it. The prophecies is unfolding. He started saying, at the end of the day, everybody gonna be a believer. It's gonna come down to, did you believe, that when the doors of mercy was open? Or are you gonna believe, Yahweh Shah got to physically show itself to you? When Yahweh Shah show up. Y'all shall show up. Ain't gonna be no atheist. Ain't gonna be no I didn't know. No, man. Everybody gonna know in that day. And you're gonna be found to be a fool. If you didn't believe now, you're gonna be found to be a fool when you show up. And they go to what you brought out earlier. Luke 19 and 27. He gonna say, bring them hither and slay them before me. And Lord willing, we brought it at 144,000. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna carry it out. It's gonna be my pleasure to do that. Because I can't stand the 2/3. To me, you just like Esau. Wicked. You a dumb nigga. That's why I can't be around niggas right now. They stupid. They ain't worth shit. A nigga ain't worth shit.
I got another precept that goes right into the going right back into the beast system. This is Revelation 13 and 15. And he said, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast and should be killed. The last is saying it would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Woo!
They let you know our life is gonna be on the line for this truth. So, like, I feel like an aqua should be doing, you should be adding up the cost. And I've already added up the cost a long time ago. I've already prepared it. Like, if Esau come to be threatening my life, telling me to renounce you, how about Yahweh Shah? Hey, it is what it is. I'm not renouncing you, how about Yahweh Shah? Plus, that's my opportunity to see the power. He delivered the 3 holy children. They held it down from death. So we gotta do the same thing. Because that precept he brought out, Esau is gonna threaten our life. Because he's gonna get mad. Esau putting out all these lies, he's putting all this stuff to make us fall for it. And when we see we're not gonna fall for it, he's gonna have to do it forcefully.
Like you said, right now he's showing it. Right now he's gradually showing it, just like the object brought out. He's gradually showing you that right now he said, if you don't follow this mandate, you're gonna lose your job. You don't follow this mandate, you're gonna lose your home. So that's showing you right there. And then eventually he's gonna start killing people. So that's that gradualism that's going into place. So you can't deny that, man.
Yeah, you can't deny it, man. They right now they got what Creepy Joe saying the thing. The Vanessa, killing people.
I like how you brought up Creepy Joe, because before Creepy Joe, what he do? Before he became president, he said, I'm not gonna mandate, right? See, that's a gradualism. And then he came back and then he said, well, we need the mandate. Okay? You see, so that's that gradualism right there.
I'll say too, that's that double forked tongue.
Right.
Because he gave you a lie. Right. He gave you that comfort, said I ain't gonna do it. And soon as these dummies, because really when you vote for Creepy Joe, you had a hand in that. You were part of that. That's why what's that? Deuteronomy, I think I want to say 17:15 or 15:7. One of them says, we're not supposed to put nobody that's not our brothers over us. Yep. So really we're not supposed to be voting. So everybody that voted for Creepy Joe, you had a hand in that. Like you put that man in power, but really he ain't in power, he just a spokesman. But you see how he did that double, he said I'm not gonna do it. As soon as you put him in this position, he said I'm gonna do it. And see, that's why they put Creepy Joe in that position, because Trump was feeling himself. Trump was gonna go against him.
Now the fact when Creepy Joe made an announcement, he said our patience is running thin. Did he not say that? He said our patience is running thin. So that means don't get out there water. He gonna get
God. Hey, that's like a volleyball too. He was like a tail or a mafia the way he said it, like he went on script.
He looked directly in the camera too.
Yeah, hey, he kind of like getting a little swag on, like patient running through. We've been patient with you long enough, you know. And you go get it or else. You know, and that's why you got look, this thing is called COVID-19. You know, that's a military name. This thing is gonna get militarized. They already got the National Guard in New York, Indiana.
They migrated the National Guard inside the hospital.
Yep. You know.
So now when everybody's losing their jobs, that's who's gonna get those jobs, the National Guard. Those UN troops, they're gonna come in and cover those jobs.
Woo! So the military can be right in there trying to provide public service. And to me, you do not want to be in no hospital with men with M16s and tanks. Because once you in there, like say you want to go visit your loved one, like now I want to go, now, protocol 332 says back up. And that's the strong one. There ain't no busting in that military hospital, you know. And they probably in there experimenting on your loved ones, probably pumping them full of all kinds of, you know, crazy little, you know, whatever Esau trying to do.
Hey, you ain't got nothing, you can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, so we're going to some heavy times, y'all, Sherrod. Like, this thing is about to step it up. And I'm looking at our people in this festive party spirit, still want to go to concerts and movies and things like that. And I'm like, they're not prepared for what's to come. So when it comes, they're going to be so scared. Esau can better tell them anything at that time. You know, like a little rapist with a sucker, if you can. You know, like a pedophile for candy. Like, I got this for you, come in the basement, you know, and I got some bubble gum folks. And they're going to be stuck, okay, I just did shelter, and some clothes and food. And you're not ready, man. You don't even know that's the devil. You weren't prepared. You don't know what's coming. And that's going to lead to your fear right there. When you know what's coming, and you know who they is, you prepared for it. Like, damn, I knew you was coming with that. Hell no, I ain't about to go over there to that damn detention center. I know what y'all gonna do to me in there. You gonna do to me the same thing you did to my ancestors in there. I'm about to go this way. Or I'm about to go here. Or I just came across the street with some cherries on. I'm gonna eat that. I'm good. You know? So you gotta be built up in the truth, man. And really, I say now it's time to separate, man. The wheat is separate from the tares. Like, get away from the 2/3 right now, because they're going to jeopardize, you know, your whole safety, your whole stance, everything, man. They, like, you might be hunkered down. They tell you, like, oh, you talking like your pop. Yeah. Reason military, like they be hiding, dude get scared and run, give up their position. Yeah. That's the 2/3, man.
We just said it earlier. They're going to deliver you up to be afflicted.
Yep.
Either they're going to directly do it or they're going to indirectly do it. Either way, they're going to end up getting you delivered up to be afflicted. Even though Perry's 2/3, you know what I mean? So he's not intentionally trying to get his, you know, his brothers or his brethren caught up, but he's gonna get so scared where he's gonna give up his position, you know, where the other people gonna be in. And that's another reason why you don't want to be around 2/3.
Yeah. It shows his inner man ain't built up. Right. And the system, you know, your inner man ain't built up, and you ain't got your house, your refuge. You look at this system, the beast system, and it looks overwhelming. Really, you look at no victory, you just feel defeated. Like, oh, they go to the picture you brought out earlier. Who can war with the beast? And I see who's saying that. That's the 2/3 saying that. And they say that all the time. Like, how you gonna go against the system? What you gonna do? You one man. They don't have Yahweh shot in their head. They don't know, like, Yahweh shot in one chariot. One chariot can tear up a whole squad of the military people, man. One chariot. Or if you're an acceptable man, you know, if you want part of 144K, you might get open up to spiritual power. You know, the X-Men movies, Superman, Avenger movies, that ain't just something Esau made up. That's some stuff that's really about to happen on this earth, man. People gonna have great power. That's nothing gonna have 2/3 is great fear. When they see an Israelite jump up and fly up, you know, 50 feet in the air, he gonna move on himself. He gonna get scared. Oh my God. Because they think that's impossible. You know? I got to put a picture for you right here. Go ahead.
This is Psalm chapter 94 and verse 16. It says, who will rise up for me against the evildoer? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Just ask the question. So who will stand up? You know, the man of the Lord, the man who actually believes in Yahweh Shah, the spiritual power. The spiritual power that I just brought out.
That's what's gonna stand up right there. That's the real men. You know, I say these women gonna learn what a real man is in that day. That's why Isaiah 4:1 says, 7 women take hold of one man. Then you gonna know what a real man is. It ain't no man with a bag. You know, it ain't no man he go out and kill, 3 of his own people. You know, and he got the biggest bag, or he got that powder. You know, it's not none of that.
You know, it's funny because what they gonna do is shaking here, take my money, take my money. You know, the money is gonna be obsolete. He thought he was doing away with the money. So what is that money really gonna do in the times of trouble? What is it do? Rich not in the day of wrath? Like all of that gonna be. We just already mentioned that the UN troops is gonna come over and take over the job. So these UN troops, they ain't gonna know no American dollar. They gonna know the new currency that you ready to come with, that digital currency. So you trying to, give up the American dollar just to save your life, it's done.
That's Moab. He might get pissed off because what's that dollar? Who's facing on that dollar? Esau face, man. That's gonna be offensive to him. You know, they might put you to death for even trying to offer them some paper with the devil face on it. Because Moab tired of Esau right now. Moab is tired of Esau. And what's so young about it, even Esau tired of Esau. Moving every day. He talking like shit. We about to bring it to Babylon the Great. Little do they know. He got that confidence swag like it's already set up. And Ishmael, the Arab, they got their ass kicked for the past 30 years. You know they ready to bring it to Esau. Hey, I think that put you to death if you go with some paper with Esau face on it. They tired of Esau, man. They don't want to see nothing with Esau face on it. You know, they just put you to death even try to bribe them with that. You know, they know it's super slaughter. Food time, of that sort. So I'm gonna bring another precept. I'm gonna bring this on. This gonna get on these 2/3 because you need to separate from them. Our people, they about to, man. You gonna see, man, dudes you thought was the biggest, hardest gangster, about to turn into a straight female dog in your face, man. Really, to me, they already been exposed. They're already weak. You know, that's why they already give up when they get hemmed up with their bag, they drugs. They always give up their homie. Like them dudes really weak. To me, they're exposed, but now they're gonna be exposed for these simple women and these other little simple niggas. They look up to them like, oh, they're my big homie, he this and that. So this is First Maccabees 1:11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. But since we departed from them, we have much sorrow. So that shows right there, like the 2/3 don't want to separate from Esau because they depend on Esau for everything they got, and they lazy. They can't imagine being out in the woods living off the land. They can't do that.
That also goes into like you can actually look at the athletes who actually showed that behavior right on top. You know, right on top where they said, "I'm not gonna get this juice," right, and then right then and there they folded. You know, so ever since he departed from Esau's system, they had many sorrow. What did Esau do to those Jakes that refused to go get their dad? What did they do? They shunned them over in social media. They said, "Oh, you did that, right? Like you're the reason why we can't go back to normal." That's what happened. So they had great sorrow.
Woo! And to show that Esau is the devil and got privilege, look how they did Kyrie Irving, Andrew Wiggins, and all that. Yep. And then look at the Aaron Rodgers situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. They let him straight off the hook. He lied.
Yeah, he lied about it.
I feel like he should be kicked out the league.
Hey, and it was some Jake that pretty much nobody they lied about it. They even got a fake, crown card, and they ended up going to jail for doing stuff like that. So that lets you know white privilege is full effect, still is. But hey, it's gonna go down the drain a bit.
It's like they're devil. They're not in trouble like other men.
Yeah.
Like Aaron Rodgers ain't facing that criticism Kyrie Irving face. They let you know who is really for. They really want Israel to participate. They just doing, Esau, just, kind of, blending in to make it work for them. Plus, they call the poor the white trash. They want to get rid of them anyway, but it's really for Jake. That's why they push the hardest on Jake. It make Jake feel bad if he don't do it. Participate.
And it's funny because they use our celebrities. They ask this question: why is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans so hesitant on getting this jab. They trying to figure this out because that proves this point. They trying to figure out how can we get you guys to be submissive, because your Australian is gonna be the main focal point of this new beat system that they try to bring forth.
Mm-hmm. Main person, we're the ones who call on the name of the Lord. We're the ones coming back for. So we are the primary target. No, he got to get rid of us, because in his mind he's thinking like, if I kill all the Israelites, who is your house ever come back and save? But they not knowing that the Most High said in the book, he's gonna preserve his hopeful elect. You're not gonna get his elect. You know, but the devil, he's a fool. He ignorant and he's full of pride. So he thinks with his technology, he can offset what the Most High said.
And it's crazy. I like how you said he's a fool, because he don't realize that the Most High is the one who gave him the knowledge to create this technology in the first place.
God. Most High said, no, really got him set up. He's set up. You know? That's why I said I call it Esau Edom, aka the white man's a fool. Because he thinks like he was blessed with the sword. Who do you think you got that from? I say he thinks it's his own power. What they say, right, might is right. Like Esau thinks like, he's God. That's why they call it Big Bang Theory.
That's why that's a precept right there. The temple as he is the Most High.
Yeah. That's it. Esau think he God. And he done lied so much he believe his own lies. That's when you're a big time liar. When you done forgot the truth and you believe your own lies and you done deceived yourself. I think it's a preacher that say that too, that they deceive themselves. So, man, we in the time, man, real heavy times. They gotta pull through with their agenda, which is really prophecy. This agenda they put out really all been prophesied in the word. They just feeling what Yahweh Shah said to do. They the wicked. So when Yahweh Shah wants to do judgment and set up, a wicked system so we can see what righteousness is like, he get Esau to do it. That's what they created to do. So they're just doing what they were made to do. So that's why we don't fear Esau. Esau just doing with, kind of like, an ant gathering up supplies for their colony. He's just doing what he got to do.
That's the whole reason why we try to tell you it's not don't fear Esau at all, because when you read Matthew 10:28, he said, fear not the man that can kill the body, but fear, Luke's paraphrase, and fear him that can kill the body and the soul. Because we talking about the creator right here. We talking about Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Okay, he's the creator of all things. He created good and evil. So why not fear him instead of fearing Esau Edom? Because he created Esau Edom as well. Oh yeah, man. That fear of Esau Edom, man, is nothing compared to the fear of the Most High. Matter of fact, he said what the preacher said, it is a terrible thing to fall in the hands of the living power. Yeah, so you don't want to be on their bad side. You don't want to fall out after the ways of the heathen, because they got a great destruction coming.
Yeah, so man, hey, this is a good precept on the brother Jeremiah Gabar, Shalom to on the comment board. And I like how you put it. Your trust should be in Yahweh Shah, not in Joe Biden or any of these little worldly politicians or think man gonna save you. No, he's not. This is Psalms 146:3. Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help. And that right there, that Son of Man is actually talking about the actual Son of Man, not Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah is noted that sometimes too, but that's what you put your trust in. Yahweh Shah. And it said, trust not in princes. These politicians, they're like your new age prince, man. Joe, he's like, really, like he's like a false prince. It's really like Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, your elites. They the ones really running the show. He's just a little talking head to put out there, to make these people believe in a system that's really, really just on for show. It's really like, I'll say public theater. You really want to think about it. All this, that right wing, left wing, that's all false, man. Because this Democrats really, they do the same thing. They're the same thing. There's nothing different. They make you think, oh, I'm Democrat, I'm this, or I'm Republican, I'm this. They the same thing, man. That's like saying it's a cripple gangster or it's a blood gangster. They both gangsters. They just do things in a different way, but they really do the same shit. Same thing with politics. Except they ain't out there shooting each other. They doing paperwork. They killing people with the pen. They make one unrighteous decree and lock up about 50 million Jakes. You know?
This is Jeremiah chapter 17 and 5. It says, thus says the Lord Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusted in man and made flesh his heart, and whose heart departed from the Lord.
Woo! Whose heart departed from the Lord, man. They going to your mind. You took your mind off the Lord. And you put your trust in flesh. You put your trust in man, which is going to fail. Guaranteed. Because man ain't gonna know what to do when these hot thermonuclear missiles get fired. Or I said they ain't gonna know what to do when sedition get, going crazy. And you get these militia groups running around when they start looking like the purge out here.
Like, when you turn around and you try to go ask an army man for help, they're gonna lead you right into a confrontation camp. You know, you ask for help from Yahweh about your time. He said what? What is it that Shabbat 2 and 10, Luke's paraphrase, look at the generations of old. Have any man called on the Lord and not being fed? Luke's paraphrase. So you got to make a decision. But if you trust in the man, we're telling you, you're going to receive that curse. You're going to receive that destruction.
See, I like that, man, because Most High to build everything that's going on right now. That's why the last book is called Revelation. Revelation is going to be revealed. So all this stuff is being revealed, broke down, put in your face. That way you'll know what to do. You're no longer in the dark. You're no longer lost. You're not a lost sheep no more. You know your true nationality, and you know your Lord and Savior, and you know the commandments, how to walk in them. You ain't lost no more. You follow the good shepherd. Who's the good shepherd? Yahweh. You know, and then you're not blind no more. You got the great light. You can see what's going on. You got foresight. You can anticipate trouble coming. And you can navigate how you're supposed to. You'll be in a calm state till you'll be stable. You won't be in a panic mode like, oh shit. No, you're going to know. Like, step further, you're going to be calm. It's going to be like a walk in the park. You know, everybody going to be running around, they crazy head. You're like, man, I knew this was coming. I knew this was happening. So, hey, I'm about to go on. You're going to be all calm. They're going to think something that's going to put them in fear. They're going to look at you like, why you ain't screaming and hollering like everybody else? Why this dude just chilling? Like, what the fuck he got going on? What's up with him? Why? They gonna run away from you on that. Just being calm and cool. That's gonna scare them. I'm scared, but he over here like, ain't nothing going on. They over here killing people. He over here like, popping open a can of pop and drinking and walking and whistling. And I'm over here scared.
Like I brought up Revelation. Revelation does reveal everything that's getting ready to pop out. It also reveals who our enemy is and how he opposes and adopts himself. This is a quick precept for edification purpose. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and I'm gonna start at verse 3. It said, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall come, except every come and fallen away first. And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." And who is the son of perdition? Verse 4. "Who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High."
Woo, that's back everything we said earlier, man. That's showing the devil thinks he is God. And he deceived everybody.
That he is worshipped, so that he is.
Yep. You take that mark, you worship him. Bow it down. That's what they want. They want to be looked at like they the Most High. Like they God or something. And man, we look at them like you said, son of perdition. And you like, who was that? That's Esau Edom, aka the white nation, man. They are the devil, son of perdition. You
got the other nation that following in behind him, which it goes into the 2/3 as well too.
God, man, that's the Antichrist or anti-Hamashiach. Those are the wicked people. They go against Yahweh. And I'm gonna bring out another precept. It's gonna go in what we were talking about earlier. This is Job 20 and 27. "The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him." It said the heavens shall reveal his iniquity, man. And that's a precept that's kind of like twofold. Because the heavens, you got these satellites that's in the heavens. We putting out this thing on the unicorn through the heavens right there. Heaven's going to rulership, and And then also the heavens go into the hopeful elect. Because he said the kingdom of heaven is within you. And so right now, what we doing? We exposed the so-called white man, called Esau Edom. So that's right there said the heaven shall reveal his iniquity. We tell you all the evil they done did. We pull up all their dirt. Like Esau been found out. Esau been made burnt. That's when it said the heaven shall reveal his iniquity. Man, we doing that right now. You know, that goes into Ezekiel 35:2. Set your face against Mount Seir, prophesy against it. So we tell you who the devil is. And the devil is so-called white man. The white nation, that's the devil in the flesh. You know, you got a spiritual counterpart, you got a physical counterpart. The physical counterpart is the white nation. And I dare you to come up against that. Do a Google research, do a background check on that devil. All you're going to see is bloodshed, murder, and straight robbery. You know, that's why I say they kill, steal, and destroy everywhere they go. What nation is like that? Esau. Can't nobody be nowhere in peace. Like say you somewhere on an island, you know, you doing your thing, getting your fish going, y'all living good. Man, let Esau see your island and see you got a good natural resource. He gonna come in with this Bible, tell you about sweet baby Jesus, and you need Jesus and all that. He gonna tell you to pray with your eyes closed. And when you do that, hey, you gonna open them, he gonna have guns in your face.
Remember we said it earlier, the name, he said the blasphemy was his name. The name on his crown was blasphemy.
Yeah, and y'all's coming there, they whoop the sheep's clothes, they come lying, man. You're gonna see dudes rappelling down helicopters, and they're gonna take your stuff, take your women, take your children, you know, and you know, take whatever resource you got. And the devil feel like, and then like, damn, what's that? Cognitive dissonance? When you call them out on, they'll feel like, I didn't do nothing wrong. What you mean? That was a long time ago, like,
yeah,
that was a long time
and
ago.
they mind, and some of them even might find they think they had a right to do it.
Yeah, hey, that was a long time ago. You gotta love forget. John 3:16.
Yeah.
So the Lord, you know, love the world. Then come with that bullshit. The simple statement, oh yeah, you right. Then they'll get on the man, love in your heart. Like, nigga, you don't get the way for me with that, man. The damn devil done took everything. And then the devil don't stop either. He set up more and more stuff to take your stuff. He don't, you get that devil an inch, he gonna take a mile. You know? And then they tell us to calm down and, you know, basically bend over and accept it. You know? Bend over, grab your ankles. You know, close your eyes, it won't be that bad. It's basically what the 2/3 tell. That's why I said, I tell the 2/3, get the hell away from me. You know, whack, man. Weak. Those are not men. 2/3 is not a man. He's weak. And when this system come into play, which is in play, you tell they weak now, they're scared. You talk about the beast system coming into play, they change subject up. What about them cowboys?
Yeah.
You know? they get scared. They don't even want to talk about it. That's how weak they is. That's why I got the hopeful leg. I can talk about what's coming. That's that iron sharpening iron, that's edifying. I'm getting built up. As I talk about it, you know, the more it loses its power. You know, the more it's like when it comes, I'm like, okay, we've been talking about this. I got about 8 scenarios in my head I was gonna run when you do this. I'm ready for you to do this. You know, I'm ready to see the power of the Lord. So I'm ready for you to come in like a flood. I want to see you stand and get lifted up. So it really makes you bold. When he said, my men should stand in great boldness, like a lion, this makes you bold, you know? You don't give a damn, man. You tell that devil, hey, you get like your house shot. When we told Heron, he's like, man, you tell that fox.
Yeah.
When they told him to quit preaching in the land, hey, I said, man, you tell that devil, man, hey, I'm about to do what my father's business. You're going to get this truth out. You know, you do what you got to do, devil. This is it. You know, I've got to do work. Forget what you talking about. You know, even Daniel, he got tossed in the lion's den. You know, Paul got prosecuted a lot of times, man. They ran him out. Hey, now we know why. They preached him very early. The world, which is ran by Esau Edom, hates Yahweh by Yahweh. It hates Yahweh. So we got this spirit that's gonna hate us as well. And we ain't, hey, we prepared for it.
We over here, just like when you brought up the precept, when you mentioned it earlier, we prophesied against Mount Seir, and Mount Seir is Esau Edom. And Mount Seir is also this system right here. And I got a quick precept right here. This is Revelation chapter 17. And let's start at I'm gonna go ahead and read verse 1. And it said, and it came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials and top with me, saying unto me, come hither, and I was so unto the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. And that great whore is America, aka Babylon the Great, that sit upon many waters. That means he sit upon many strongholds. Okay, he's the top. He's the power, the wicked elite. And it says, and in verse 2, it says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Okay, so everybody around the whole earth has been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. That goes into Esau eating philosophy. Isaiah 10:1. Okay, woe is to them that is unrighteous decree. Okay, all of these foreign philosophy. A lot of nations is drunk. So everybody around the whole world is trying to be like Esau eating. Now they say, okay, so America's out to get their judgment, a great judgment.
That juice, man, that's the beast system putting that out.
Yep.
Beast putting that cup in front of everybody's face. And like what he does is he gives you little trinkets. They say gift destroys the heart. He gives you this, he gives you that in order to give up your integrity, to give up, what you stand for.
Now,
like
that whole mandate,
go ahead.
The whole mandate is spreading out the whole world. The whole world is fornicated by this whole mandate. And now the out to be the judge.
What's that? Like I said, the Crown 19, everybody is under subject to that. All civilization, they let you know the devil has conquered the whole world. But he's making everybody comply with that. Hamites, Israelites that spread it out, Arabs, Ishmaelites, Moabites.
And he had something to do with the Haitian president being assassinated. Because he didn't want to go against the mandate. Because he even said it on national TV. He said we don't need those, we don't need those jabs because our people over here in Haiti, we have a relationship with the earth. Okay, so he said we can heal ourselves, and then weeks a month later he get assassinated. And then what the House Speaker was Nancy Pelosi. He said now we're going to issue those jabs over there in Haiti. Right after he got assassinated. So they should let you know who's the devil, who's in control, who's running this whole world right now.
They went right over and like 2/3 don't even talk about that. Like they went right over their head, man.
Matter of fact, most of the 2/3 don't even know that because they too busy standing in Esau's system. Hey, what we gonna do this weekend, bro? Hey, man, you got the weed, you got the love. They so focused on the little thing that Esau even wants you to focus on. And that's why you said it goes over their head.
How many points Trey Young score?
Yeah, man.
Stuff like that. They're caught up out there, man. That's their strong delusion.
Yep.
And that's that they in the dark.
The guys who was in 1 Corinthians 4:1 was that the gods of this world deceive the minds of them that believe not. Okay, that's going into because you believe not, you rather be in entertainment. You don't believe that the Lord Yahweh created all of this. So the gods of this world deceive you and led you astray.
Man, that's this whole system. It's called the beast system. And I like how the most I call it a beast. Beast ain't nothing to play with, right? Beast will put your butt to death. So basically, most I let you know how powerful the system is. You compare the system to a beast, and we live in this the strongest beast ever because this beast got all the qualities of the wicked kingdom that before. The Babylonians, the Medo-Persians, the Greeks, the Romans, the Egyptians, all that is culminated to this right here. We live in the worst, most powerful system ever erected. Those wicked kingdoms, headed by Babylon the Great. Babylon the Great is the chick that's sitting on the beast. She controls the beast.
The water is in the palm many water.
Yeah, the people. She dictates like she riding like a horse. And what she looking to do? Devour the people of the Lord.
We standing there in 1 Peter 5:8. Where he say, be sober, be busy. The 2/3 is not sober. They too busy looking for entertainment. He said, be sober, be vigilant, because the devil, your adversary, as a roaring lion, walking about, seeking whom he may devour. So if he's going to devour you if you're not paying attention. You like a little kid walking across the street without looking both ways.
Got to get knocked, man. And this another precept by Jeremiah Gabar, which this mission boosts the faith. You know, this will boost your faith right here, make you stand strong. This is Ecclesiasticus 4:28 on Sirach. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. You hear that? So how the Lord gonna fight for you if you ain't uphold your end of the bargain? You ain't standing up. If you ain't standing up for the truth, you gotta stand up for the truth first, like the three holy children, like Daniel, like Yahweh. You gotta stand up first. Then when the Most High sees that you standing up, then He gonna send that power for you. So you can stand up all the way. So then you can beat them down and be like, look here, that's the power of the Lord that just whooped your ass. That's your how about Yahweh. Oh, you thought it was a game, you know? And you turn that military up and declare the name of the Lord. Because that's what He did with King David. That's why He loved King David so much. King David's faith was on point. You know, it was through the roof. That's why King David, he slew giants. He didn't give a damn. He wasn't scared. He said, who this uncircumcised heathen? Where he at? Most dudes scared, you know. Goliath,
what did he say to Saul? Said, you're too small. You're not even big enough to go to war. What King David said? Lord, how about you? I was shy with you.
Woo! If you got your how about you? I shot with you. You got it all. You should not be scared of nothing, man. Like that precept, brother just bought, man. The Lord will fight for you. If you found truth, you know, if He love you, if you really about that, if you really got the Rakakidash and you the Holy Ghost, He gonna fight for you.
I got a quick precept to back that up, man. This is Sirach chapter 2 and verse 10. And it says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in His fear and was forsaken? Or did He ever despise that called upon Him? But it said, or whom did He ever despise that called upon Him? Okay, so who just like we said, the King David called on the Lord Yahweh. Was he confounded? Okay, the three holy children, you know, they said, oh, if it's so be, you know, the Lord Yahweh, we will die in His name. Did He not say that? Did they get confounded? No. So when He said, look at the generations of old and see, let you know that go back, and then let you know that you can give faith in the Lord Yahweh. That to let you know that you can't go wrong by calling on the Lord Yahweh. Matter of fact, He said, what did He say? He said, if anybody call on my name, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. Anyone that call on to Him, what? They is safe.
All right, man. All right, precept. That's why we're not afraid of Esau Edom or his beast system that he's setting up. It's all prophesied this was going to happen. He was going to get the power to do that. And then what we supposed to do? We're supposed to, I can brought that right there, call on the name of the Lord. We're supposed to fall into the secret place. You know, that's what we're supposed to do. And get edified and built up and get ready to go to war. As I said, put on the whole arm of Yahweh, but we about to go to war. And war is inedible. I don't want to hear people talking about, it ain't gonna happen. If I don't think about it, then it won't happen. Man, it's happening. You better get ready. That's what you better do. All that, putting your head under cover, duck your head in the sand. The 2/3 are like that. They in that spirit. I done heard it all the time. This happened far away. I done heard quit doing what you're doing and focus on survival. I'm like, this is my survival. What are you talking about? Like, you ain't got the Lord, you're not gonna survive. Point blank, period.
And the other thing is when it say look at the generations of old, it also say go back into history. Okay, right now when I just brought out, then we getting ready to go into third war, right? So right here in Revelation 11 and 14, it says that the second woe is past. That is the Second World War, right? And it said, and behold, the third war coming quickly. And there's another precept that said the first war passed, and then the second war coming quickly, right? So going back into history, and the precept is coming out. The precept is coming out. It's coming forth to life. So anytime you go and you read the precept, you gotta believe it. So we get ready to head into third war. Right on top, we already know that we already had World War I, we already had World War II. So now they say the third war is coming quick. It's gonna come right before our eyes. It's right there. I wouldn't be surprised if we go to third war, World War III next year.
It's happening. Right on that. It's right upon us. We're not afraid of that, man. We've been edified, we've been built up in the truth. We know what's required of us. We know what we're supposed to do. So, hey, we ready, we prepared. That's what this book's about, is preparation, man. I like the acronym for the Bible is basic instructions before leaving Earth. So this we get prepared, man. And man, you ready for precepts?
I got one more. I've been wanting to read that because this is where everything this whole beast system is leading to. This is Revelation 13 and verse 16. In Revelation 13 and 16, it says he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, say that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So that's the whole point that of the beast system that get ready to head into. So that's another prophecy that's getting ready to pop up.
And the mark is the RFID market ship. Anybody saying anything else, hey man, get away from them, man. They ain't got the spirit of prophecy. The spirit of the Lord is not with them. Because Esau is now promoted it. It's out now. So now you know what's the Ephesians 33. Now you know what the prophets was. You know, anybody else talking about sleeping with white women and borrow philosophy, hey, kick them to the curb, you know.
That's another precept that says, in any man that speak not according to this word, there's no light in them. No light in them.
That's why sons of Jacob, all them other groups, hey, throw them in the trash can, man. They don't have the truth. They own. And we go ahead. This is another precept that should bring comfort right here, because the beast is getting erected in front of our eyes right now, but they're not going to be able to crown of success. It's going to get utterly destroyed while it's up and running. You know, and this is Job 20 and 23. When he's about to fill his belly, Yahweh should cast the fury of his wrath upon him, that should rain upon him while he is eating. It shows you right there, when they get the system up, that's your house going to show up, and he's going to throw it back down. He's going to crush it. He's going to destroy it with his men, with his chariots, and with his power. He's going to destroy everything that Esau even built. Everything they built, all their kingdom, all their knowledge, all their philosophy, all of it about to get put away. And then Yahweh is going to be resurrected. That's the kingdom of heaven right there. And righteousness is going to reign out. And the heathens going to listen to what we say do. Esau going to go into slavery. Well, all the heathens going to go into slavery. Esau going to go into slavery where he needs to be at. Because Esau don't need to run nothing. But he's a dumb child, wicked. He needs to be, somewhere with a chain on his neck in a little doghouse. It was time to put in some hard work.
That's another thing that I just thought about. My 1 and 4. Yeah, so even if prophets and I would go down, I would make the place.
Yeah. Because Esau always want to build something up and think they can use their might to. Because like y'all shall to come now. He said, I ain't gonna beat you as a man. Right. He come with their angelic power. And he about to put this devil out for good. He gave the devil the sword. He coming with his sword. He's gonna trump the devil's sword. And devil's sword gonna be crushed without that sword. Esau ain't nothing. He's the basis of all men. He weak. He ain't gonna go back to what he really is. He gonna, hey man, I need about 40 yards of greens planted. Chop. It's ready to be done by sundown or else. We're gonna dictate to that devil. That's justice. That's perfection right there. And then the 2/3 gonna come back, then they're gonna get it right. Then they're gonna be acceptable. Right now, the 2/3 get on my damn nerves. They niggas. They vex my spirit. You damn fool. You got love in your heart. Get the hell away from me with that soft shit. Let's say it. So they say I go precepts. They say, hey man, give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Hey, Kwame Yahshua, DTF Baba Bob. Hey, shalom to all the mighty bars on the comment board. Shalom, Yahshua, baby. Keep that.